And we're back. This is JJ Buckets, and you're on YouTube. Now, for those of you that have been following me for a while, you might be thinking to yourself, oh my god, you've been gone for so long. Where have you been? What have you been doing? And you know what? I got an answer for you. It doesn't matter where I've been.
It doesn't matter!
Or what I've been doing. That's right, this is my show. I can be The Rock if I want to. But for the purposes of getting back into it, let's say I'm not The Rock, let's say I'm The Undertaker, and I'm back from my grave. And I'm back to YouTube to do some NBA videos. So, on that note, let's get into today's video. So, what we're gonna do today is one of my favorite games to play. It's Would You Rather. Now, for those of you that have been living under a rock your entire life, this is how Would You Rather works. You get option A, you get option B, and you pick which one you would rather do. It's a really simple concept. It's pretty much in the name. So on that note, we're gonna get going. All right, so we're gonna kick things off here with a question of, would you rather have prime Dwight Howard or Anthony Davis? And for me, I'm gonna lean towards the former, and I'm gonna take a prime Dwight Howard. And let me tell you, because I feel like there's a group of NBA fans that never really saw Dwight Howard play in his prime, which is a big shame, because this dude was one of the most ridiculously athletic centers in NBA history. He was so ridiculously athletic that in his prime, he never even really had that great of a post repertoire because he beat you with that sheer athleticism alone. And obviously that translated to the defensive end as well, where he was a 3-time defensive player of the year and a huge catalyst for Orlando on that end. Obviously one of the most dominant bigs in recent memory, MVP level player. He took Orlando to the finals the one year. And the reason I lean towards him is because I feel like I've seen a prime Dwight Howard's game translate to more team success than I have with what I've seen from Anthony Davis so far. And maybe things will change with time, but at the moment, I feel like you would have to lean towards a prime Dwight there. So the next one here asks, would you rather have KD with no offense or Kawhi with no defense? So here, you're taking out what truly makes these guys the superstars that they are, and you're comparing the other side of it for them. And I feel like Kawhi's offensive game is just far more impressive than Kevin Durant's defensive game. Kawhi has really worked on developing his offensive game his entire career, and it's gotten to such an impressive point now where he can get his shot and get his offense from almost any spot on the court. I mean, from any spot on the court. A lot of guys, with the way he plays, kind of compare him to what a modern day Michael Jordan would look like in the 2010s. So, needless to say, he's pretty great on that end. Whereas Kevin Durant, I do think he's a good defender, and I think he's gotten better throughout his entire career on the defensive end, and he's got a size that makes him a really good rim protector on that end as well. But like when you're comparing his good on defense against Kawhi's now great on offense, I don't think it's much of a contest here. I think you go Kawhi with no defense easily. So the next one asks, would you rather have Jason Tatum or Trae Young? And I'm gonna be quick and to the point. It's Jason Tatum. If you're telling me it's Trae Young, I'm gonna be convinced you're a burner account for Trae Young. Because otherwise, you're not picking that man. Next question here asks, would you rather build around Luka Doncic or Anthony Davis? And I swear, I'm not intentionally hating on AD in this video, but I think I'm going Luka. Now, put the pitchforks down. I have good reasoning for this. AD is the better player now, absolutely. I'm not going to dispute that. But Luka is already a top 10 player, so he's not too far behind. And he's at an MVP level of basketball at 21 years old versus AD already being 27. So you're gonna get him for a lot longer if you're building around Luka. And he's already shown the ability to elevate guys around him, which I find so impressive. He has just really great basketball IQ, and obviously that comes from the fact that he's been playing professionally already for a while. And that's really helped him understand the NBA and grasp the game at a very high level. And to think that he's only scratching the surface of his knowledge in that department is a scary thought, because there's very few flaws in his game. He really only needs to work on his defense, I would say, which is actually a lot better than most people thought it was going to be. And his conditioning, because I would say there are times where he does look worn out at the end of games. But here you have a chance to get somebody that should be one of the 3 best basketball players when he peaks in the NBA. You could make the argument that he'll be the best player in basketball one day, and I would absolutely listen to it. And hell, I would absolutely agree with you. And that's pretty much why I think I'd rather lean towards Luka. I just think when this guy peaks, he's going to be a better player than Anthony Davis is now. I'm going to say it. Would you rather see LeBron in the 90s or Jordan in the 10s? And I kind of hate questions like these, but I'm going to go with LeBron in the 90s for one reason alone. You know there's a group of old heads sitting out there somewhere saying, oh, LeBron couldn't make it in the 90s. He's not physically tough enough, mentally tough enough. He's just not good enough. He would be a regular old player in that era, which is just not true. I mean, the dude is 6'8", 250, first of all. He's more than big and tough enough for that era. And he's just one of the most dominant forces to ever play basketball. And not only that, but he's one of the best athletes to ever play sports, period. If you don't think that man could adopt to any era and dominate any era, you're wrong. And I want to see you proven wrong. We've made it to the last one. And this last question asks, would you rather have Kevin Durant and LeBron James, or Kobe and Michael Jordan? And I'll catch some heat for this. I know I will. But I'd actually rather have LeBron and Kevin Durant on the same team. Pitchforks down. Tomatoes away. Don't throw your lunch at the TV just yet. Hear me out. Kobe and Michael Jordan are very arguably just the exact same player. Their playstyles are ridiculously similar. They play the exact same position. They operate in the exact same way in terms of where they want to get their offense. I just see so much more room for those two to butt heads, not only because of their playstyles, but because of their egos and the kinds of people they were, with obviously all due respect to both of those guys, than a LeBron and a Kevin Durant. Obviously, LeBron and Kevin Durant have their own egos. I just think, and it mostly has to do with the fact of who LeBron is as an NBA player and his best play mentality, his almost pass first mentality. I think that blends so well with Kevin Durant, and I think it's a lot easier of a fit to put those two forwards on the court together and have them play together, and have LeBron kind of deferring to KD as a score first option while also getting his offense, than having two shooting guards with the exact same play style trying to figure out who's going to dominate when. I know some of you may not like that, and there's a comment section for you right below to tell me why I'm an idiot. I will see you guys next time.